Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Scrambling away. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room. It's Winston. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Gray. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marked it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. First and 10, they're down to the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback keeper. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Gray. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Winston. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. First play of the period, first down here. Now they'll try the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver going in motion. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Going to work work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Got it behind the line. It's Winston. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
And the Seminoles need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Finds his tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Find some fresh air. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quick handoff. Oh, he's got a chance.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Floating away. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Noles.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Going to the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like. There he goes! He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Oh, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
The Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Gray. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Oh, he's getting ahead of... second half. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. App State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Mountaineers in a statement win if there ever was one. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Oh, they're after him! And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down on the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Right on the money. Turning it on. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
The Seminoles are in the hurry up.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Quickly complete. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
The Noles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The pull and throw off the RPO. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying play action. He's got his man, makes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Takes a handoff. It's Winston. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Punch it out of the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And just saw one there on the crossing route.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Seminoles. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Here's the handoff. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Gray. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
On the move, it's Pace. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Gray. Zings it complete to the right. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Coates. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Hauls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. To do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. With the line of scrimmage at the 32, they'll line up for a 49-yard field goal attempt and a chance to win the game. It's good! A booming kick to win the game. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think